Hi, my name is Monica Rahib, and I'd like to welcome you to another episode for Couples Only. Abuna, we have received many questions regarding courting or dating, and we cannot cover all of these questions in multiple episodes, so we are going to begin a series. The first question is being asked, at what stage of life can a guy or girl be considered ready to enter the stage of courting? Because of most common day dating, it starts fairly young, so it confuses the issue amongst most of our youth.
I think we have to understand that the concept of dating we don't agree with and we don't approve. Especially, this is a term that's used among the teenagers, and they don't understand what it is. They're just imitating the people around them. Dating, it does not lead to anything. A person who's dating is trying just to find a company to have nice time, and that's it, which is something that we don't agree with. And when young teenagers come and ask me about that, I tell them, if you're ready for marriage, maybe we should talk about getting to know someone. I don't use the word dating. But if you're not ready for marriage, so what is the purpose of dating someone? Because when you are 16 or 17 or 18, the person who's that age is not ready for commitment, is not ready for marriage. He's still a young student. He still have long way, or she still has a long way to go. So that means that they're not ready for marriage. So what is the purpose of that relationship? We have a verse here from the book of Proverbs in chapter 30. It says that there are three things which are too wonderful for me, yes, four which I do not understand: the way of an eagle in the air, the way of a serpent on a rock, the way of a ship in the midst of the sea, and the way of a man with a virgin. Here is the point, that when young teenagers decide to go on dating, this is exactly what it is. They're going where no one understands what is going on, because this relationship is leading to nothing. And if we don't know the purpose of what we're doing, we're better off if we don't do it. So this is the first point that I would like to talk about. The second point I would like to say is the fact that teenagers, they are in a stage that we call identity. They're trying to figure out who they are, what they're doing, where they're going, what they want in life. And until they would be able to reach the summit of this stage, they're not going to be able to really understand or know what would be the right person for them. And I always, when some young lady come to me and talk to me about the fact that she's got to know someone, and I ask her if she's 16 or 17 or 18, I tell her, if I ask you now that you should go out and buy a dress for yourself when you are 24, would you be able to do that? So she looks at me and she thinks I'm going nuts or something. The fact is that I'm trying to let her understand that because she's still not there, she's not going to be able to make the right choice for her age at that time. So I tell her the same thing concerning the relationship that she's having, that not because she's got to meet someone that she can say that I know what I want, or I know what this person wants from me, because they are too young to be able to understand that. She's too young to be able to make the right choice for herself, because she doesn't know who she is. So, of course, she wouldn't be able to know who is the right person for her. She's going to grow up, she's going to change, her way of thinking is going to change, her understanding is going to change, her values, her morals. We don't know what is going to come of her in 2, 3, 4, 5 years from that time. So we ask them that kindly, please kiss dating goodbye. It's a very well-known book here, and young teenagers know about it, so it doesn't get us anywhere.
Abuna, you keep stating when someone's ready. Being ready, I know, is more than just age. What would you define as like knowing that you're ready?
Thank you for asking this, because many people really don't get to realize that they need to be ready in order to be able to do that, pursue a person for marriage. Some young guys come to me and they say, Abuna, I think I found the right person, and she's perfect, I love her and she's so good, but I still have many, many years in school. I don't have a job. My parents are paying for my tuition. And so I ask him a very simple question. I say, if you're walking by a car dealership and you find a beautiful car that you like, and you walk in there and look at the car and you love it, and of course you know that young men love cars. They are crazy about them. I know about that. So they walk in there, he walks in there, and he says to the person over there, the salesman, that I love this car. So the guy would tell him, okay, we're ready. Are you ready? So he would say to him, well, actually, I just have $5 in my pocket now, and in 10 years I'll be able to pay for the car. You think this salesperson will sell the car for you? I think he's going to call 911 for you, because you're not ready to do that. So it's the same thing you can say about saying that you found the right person, but it's the wrong time. You're not ready. So if you're not ready, you're better off don't get involved into these relationships, because you cannot do anything about it at that time. So meaning, when we say you need to be ready, as we said, you need to be spiritually mature, intellectually mature, psychologically mature, economically mature, professionally mature. There are so many aspects in that sense, and we still have to achieve all these things before we reach the stage when we can say that I'm ready now, I know who I am, where am I going, what I want in life. Then, and only then, at that moment, the person would be able to pursue a real serious relationship with someone leading to marriage.
Let's say we are ready and we do begin to court. We understand that this period is a time for us to go out and to get to know one another. But because of society, people always seem to ruin that time based on false rumors and assumptions and the gossip that goes around. How do we go about doing that with the concern of our reputation?
This is very sensitive area, because we're not used to these words, courtship and what have you. Although they told me that courtship is an old-fashioned thing that's well known here for a long time, it was explained to me, and I appreciate the explanation, that this is the old-fashioned way, meaning that the person, the young man, when he goes pursuing that young lady, he's getting the family informed. So her family knows, his family knows, and I would assume also that their father of confession knows, or their fathers of confession know about that. So when we look at it this way, we know that it's not an easy thing to just go to engagement. You're not going to go to engagement unless you get to know each other first and see if you would be able to move on to that stage of engagement. However, I think sometimes we misuse or abuse that stage, that people go out and maybe dine and have, fun here and there, and they think they're getting to know each other. It's like attending a school and attending lectures to know each other. So at that stage, it's highly recommended that they go and sit with their father of confession. We have many ways of guiding them and talking to them about the seriousness of the relationship they are getting into. We have books and references. We give them some books to read and some questions to ask each other, to explore each other, to find out about each other, and see if they are suitable and okay for each other or not. So that is not time for fun and going out. It might be a time for a very serious task, as if I'm studying for a master's degree or something, that I have to do some work in order to find out if I would be able to continue for engagement, I mean to pursue that stage of engagement, or no. So it's not time for fun. We have some perceptions that I don't think are the right perceptions, that this is time for fun and going out and enjoying the time. It's not. It's about getting to find out if both of us are suitable for each other or not. And actually, when a couple like this comes to me and they talk to me about these things, I tell them, you know something, marriage is no fun. And they look at me and I say, yes, if you think marriage is fun, it's not fun. How? What do you mean, Abuna, that marriage is not fun? I say, yes, marriage is responsibility. If you are ready for responsibility, then you can start pursuing the other person and to find out if this person is really suitable for you or not in order to continue this relationship.
My dear friends, I hope you enjoyed another episode of For Couples Only. The series is going to continue, so please look out for the following episodes. If you have any questions, please email the address below. Until next time, have a great, peaceful life.